guys, quick update. Started driving the Vet a few days ago, driving it to work this morning. I've had a series of little issues that have kept me from driving it, and then I've also had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that have not let me fix the little issues. So first issue was the wiring. I thought I had an electrical problem. I just had a relay problem. Somehow or another I melted my fuel pump relay during the installation and troubleshooting of my fuel pump. So I actually lost all of my fuel pressure one time when I was driving it. And the submersible fuel line ruptured somehow. I don't know. So they actually warranted the fuel line, gave me a new part of it, and I've been holding 60 psi strong for weeks and weeks and weeks now. So no issues there, got that solved. But that took me about a week of working on it whenever I could. Then I had the wiring or the relay problem on the fuel pump. I guess during the installation, I was short-circuiting the fuel pump and all kinds of stuff to try to empty the tank and figure out what the problem was and all that stuff. So I melted the fuel pump relay somehow, and that's what that problem was. Replaced the fuel pump relay, never had a problem since. Don't need the recall. I've examined the fuse box. Fuse box is fine. The problem I was having with my headlights was that relay, the main headlight relay. Somehow or another, one of the pins was bent on it. I guess from me, taking that fuse box off and stuff whenever I've been doing other things. So all I did was bent that pin right back in place. Haven't had any more problems out of my headlights at all. I've had several questions about the turbos themselves. These are not eBay off-brand turbos. These are name brand turbos. They're ball bearing turbos, and they're very well made. I've actually had to take them apart and clean out the oil from whenever I was installing the oil pump. I actually installed a timer. That's another one of the little things I've done. I installed a timer so that my oil pump runs for about 10 seconds after I turn the car off, and it empties all the pressure out of the line so that I don't get oil in my turbos, because for a little while there I was getting a little extraneous oil in my turbos. So I took them apart, cleaned them out, and they are very good quality. No shaft play. I mean, just a tiny little bit of shaft play in any direction. I've got about, 300, 500 miles on these turbos, and they make boost anytime I want them. So the timer, fuel pump relay, loss of fuel pressure, and then I had one more issue. How I routed the pipes over the wheels. Actually had to trim a little place in the splash guards to make the pipes fit really, really well, because the pipes are larger diameter than the normal kit comes with. The turbos are also larger diameter than the kit normal comes. The turbos are bigger than the kit normally comes with also. But I had a little issue where if I went over a big bump, like on the interstate going over a bridge or something, the tires would rub those pipes, just ever so slightly, and you could hear that. So I had to take those out of the rear fender wells, and I just squished them just a little bit right there where the tire was, and I haven't had it rubbed since. So I've just had a series of little issues that have stacked up to weeks of troubleshooting and tweaking and fine-tuning. And I seem to be having some kind of an issue with my blow-off valve. Sometimes it doesn't close whenever you first drive it. I don't know, so it won't build boost immediately. But how much boost am I making right now? I'm on wastegate pressure of about 5 psi, give or take a little bit. You want to hear? So I've got a bass tune in it right now. I've got a safe tune that'll hold 5 psi. Zero timing. The entire timing table is zeroed out. So not making any timing whatsoever, and this thing is already a handful. So that's where I'm at right now. Making boost, driving it again, no fuel problems, safe tune. Still got lots more to do in the tune. Now that I've got it working and driving again, I'm going to start working with the tuner again to get it tuned in there. So the high flow fuel pump and the 60-pound Bosch flawless at 5 psi. No problems whatsoever with fuel pressure, no problems whatsoever with fuel ratio. It's staying nice and rich under boost, no issues whatsoever. Tuner guy is doing his job really well, so that's where I'm at right now. Hopefully this weekend I'll be able to get some more data logs out to the tuner and get a little bit further along in the tuning process. But that's where I'm at. You're up to date with everything that's been going on with this build. I'll be having a dyno run here in the next couple of weeks once the tuner gets it really dialed in. I'm expecting over 500 horses at the wheels at 5 to 6 psi, because I've driven this thing on just the motor and I've driven it on the turbos now, and it is amazing how much more power it has. It really is. So that's where I'm at. Stay tuned for more info and dyno pulls and tuning runs and things like that.